Hello friends, welcome to the Valentine Show. My name is Manuel Amunat again. Today in this video, I want to go over a really cool indicator. It's called the SuperTrend indicator. It's a part of the community. Basically, it's he or she has written this indicator and shared it for free on TradingView. TradingView also is free. I love this tool. If you hit the FX button here, the indicator button, and in here type in SuperTrend, you'll see a whole slew of SuperTrends. So they're very popular types of indicators. I simply chose the one with the highest number of votes. Basically, it's vetted by the community. It's by Kivank, and just click on it, and it will bring this. It's basically an indicator that's using the ATR, the average true range, and it looks for which is the dominant range. In this case, we can see we're on a down leg, and as long as that ATR isn't violated, it says you should be short. You shouldn't be long, or shouldn't be long, right? It's violated here. It flips to long, right? So this is great for medium to longer term time frames. Shorter time frames, like a minute or 30 seconds, this is going to be, it's going to be whipsaw. It won't be useful as an indicator. But in longer term frames, I'm at a 30-minute here for BTC, and you can see it works pretty well. Now let's look at the code. I'm not going to go in depth because there's actually a lot of code, but here it is, right? It's by Kivank, so thank you for sharing that indicator with the community. Much appreciated. And you can see it uses the ATR, the average true range. And if you go to the settings, let me open the settings here. It's very simple. You really have the ATR, right? The source and the ATR multiplier. So it's very simple. This is actually outside the box settings. I haven't changed them, and I really like it. But it's because it's telling you, right? Here you shouldn't be looking for longs, right? You should be looking for shorts. And once you have the sell signal, should you go short? Hell no, not me at least. Again, this is not advice. This is not financial advice in any shape or form. It's entertainment. It's gambling. It's just the way I see it. Don't follow my advice because actually, if you had followed my advice in the past 2 weeks, you would have lost money. We'll talk about that more in a second. You want to short. If you would like to follow this, you'd short the values, the peaks, right? Peak here, peak here, peak here, peak here, peak here, and you would have lost money. You quickly get out because you broke that. You immediately get out once it changes color because you know you're in the wrong side of the market. Same thing here. You don't buy here. You'd have bought here. You'd have lost money. Wait for dips, right? Here, dip here, dip here, dip here, right? That's how you trade it. Here's another dip. You could, if that's what you want to do, right? Again, that's the way I'm looking at the market. So, what was the impetus for me to look for this new indicator? One, I love. I'm always looking for a good midterm to longer term indicator, and I'm sure you could get something similar with a Bollinger Band or with a crossover moving average. This is just very clean and very simple, and I like the ATR. I think the ATR is a great way of looking at the market, and I'll talk about this more in a second. But the reason I like this indicator, and the reason why I kind of desperately looked for it. I'm filming this, by the way, the 20th of May 2021. Tough times in crypto, especially if you're a perma bull like me. This is when, right here is when Bitcoin came out with one more of his infamous tweets saying that, oh, Bitcoin is dirty money, it's bad for the environment, Tesla won't be accepting it anymore, blah, 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 right? But the problem is he can move markets, right? So I was actually long here. This leg is a typical leg. Normally it would have gone up at least to this peak here, the point of control around 56, right? He kind of nudged the markets to go down. I don't think he moved the markets 20, 30, 40%. I don't think Elon did that. He just kind of nudged it. We were way overbought. I mean, think about it. We're in December we were at 19, and then in March we were at 64. Okay. Crazy, right? 19K to 64K. Of course, it is frothy. Of course, it is completely overbought. Ether went from 15, and then in 3 weeks afterwards, it was at 42. Of course, it's kind of come down, right? So I think we were definitely the markets overall were totally overbought. It was time for that correction. He just nudged it. So I just got caught here, and I'm not happy about that. He gave his tweet out, and he came down. So this indicator, the SuperTrend, was said, don't be catching a falling knife here, right? Wait till it tells you should be long, right? Here he's saying you should be short, and you should be shorting the valleys, the peaks, short here, short here, short here. See, it was already saying you should be short before Elon opened his mouth, right? So I was on the wrong side of the market, and I did some stupid things. I kind of almost doubled down. I did like a martingale, and I got hurt. I didn't get liquidated. I know a lot of people out there got hurt too, and I hope you're all okay. This was tough for people who are very bullish Bitcoin. It was not the time to be to do leverage trading. I mean, you hodl, you leave it, forget about it. I still think at the end of the year we'll be at 100K again. Just my story, my opinion. Ethereum at 10K. Who knows if we get there? But that's how I feel. If by the end of the year we're at 80K BTC, I'm still feeling the same way. It's not an exact number, right? If at the end of the year we're at 10K BTC, yeah, then I might have to change my story. I'll be underwater at that point. But this basically said, you should be on the right side of the market. So am I blaming Elon? Is this Elon's fault that I lost money? Of course not, right? I mean, this I'm leading with this question. Of course not. Recently, there was 3 times I lost money. I lose money here a little bit every time. That's part of my trading system, but I make more overall, right? But there were 3 times where I lost more than my trading system was anticipating it. It's kind of these black swan events. Every 3 times is when Elon opened his mouth. The first time was when Elon put Bitcoin on his biography on Twitter. I was short, lost money. Second time, Tesla announced that they bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. I was also short, thankfully less short. And I've talked about this in my other videos. But basically, I was on the wrong side of the markets, and he kind of nudged the market, and every time I dug myself out. I lost a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just digging myself out. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm digging myself out. But it's not his fault, right? You can't expect a black swan event, completely random, which you cannot, technical analysis can't, foresee, to cause you losses, right? It's risk management, and it's your own damn fault, right? It's always my fault. That's why I say this is not advice. This is just entertainment, gambling. I'm telling you how I look at the markets. You got to make your mind, because when you're wrong, if you think it's somebody else's fault, you haven't learned anything. Oh, I'm not going to listen to this person. I'm going to listen to that person. No. You have to say, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And how can I avoid this in the future? Well, one very easy way, if you're trading perpetuals, you have to look at the liquidation. You have to say to yourself, historically, can the market go down 50%? Hell yes. That's what happened with the COVID scare in March of 2020. Markets went down. It went from, 9 to 3,000 BTC. You have to look, and a lot of people got liquidated. People who were simply long, 1-to-1 got liquidated. That's a problem. You have to make sure that, if you have 1 Bitcoin and you go long 1 Bitcoin on a perpetual exchange, you're saying, oh, because I'm 1-to-1, therefore I can never get liquidated. Wrong. You look at the liquidation number, a 1-to-1 will still get you liquidated. What you need to do is, if you have 1 Bitcoin, is maybe go half a Bitcoin long, or 0.6 or 0.7. Look at what number you're comfortable. But there's a point where you'll stop being liquidated, right? Maybe if you have 3 Bitcoins and you go long 1 Bitcoin, you will never get liquidated, right? I don't know the exact math, because I don't play that game. Right? I try not to do leveraging at all, and if when I do it, I try to do it for the shortest amount possible, because it costs you this funding and all these things. But that's the thing. Look at the liquidation level. Make sure you're comfortable. Things happen. Because think about this, right? So I was long here. Elon said, Tesla is going to stop accepting Bitcoin, which I even doubt they ever even sold a single car with Bitcoin. I mean, it's just the guy just likes, the bullhorn. But it went down. And now we're here, okay? Now imagine North Korea starts bombing another country, South Korea, for example. Oh, we'd be going down even more. Now imagine the Fed say, we're going to raise interest rate to 10%. Oh, Bitcoin would crash, right? Because raising interest rates mean that they're fixing the fiat, they're fixing the currency. Bitcoin will go to the toilet, right? Not forever, but it will definitely do these kind of little temporary dips. Whether it lasts a day, a week, a month, 2 months, I don't know. We'll see how long this one lasts, right? But that's the problem. Always have risk management in mind, and always think about the worst case scenario and make sure you're okay, right? I think I was getting too complacent. I was like, it was so slow. It was kind of boring, right? We're looking at a 30-minute chart. It was so boring. It was just, I just got long here, and I got dinged there. We are continuing to go down. So here, for example, right, it says buy. You don't buy right here, right? You'd have lost money. Wait for the dips. If you want to follow some scalping system, wait for the dips, right? Maybe it goes up, maybe not. Who knows, right? That's how you would buy this. You trade the system. Now, looking at the markets from a longer perspective, we were at almost 60 at the beginning of the month of May. And now we touched 29, right? That was a very big leg down. I think we may, I don't know, but I think that we're probably going to consolidate around here for a while. I don't think we're going to go up immediately. Why do I say that? I have no idea, but no crystal ball. But I think so many people got burned. So many traders got liquidated. Elon, all these bad optics, China saying they're banning Bitcoin, or not banning, but doing something about Bitcoin. All these things together is just looking like it's going to be a bit of a dry time for Bitcoin. So get used to that, right? And that means, trading with a lot of caution. Who knows? We could even go a little lower, and being very cautious. I'll be honest with you. I was a little bit disappointed that the tweet from Elon, the last 3 tweets he did, the biography, the buying 1.5 billion, and that Bitcoin is dirty, have moved the markets 10 to 30% instantly. That's a bit disappointing to me, because that much just shows that still Bitcoin is still very immature as it is. It's only $1 trillion, very small market cap. And it's a warning to all of us to be very, very cautious. It's very volatile, and if you have the right influencer at the right time, I mean, it's going to move the markets left and right. So be careful, right? It's still, in my opinion, the best money system, money tool out there. You can transfer huge amounts of money very fast, instantaneously, securely. I think it's still the best thing out there. I think it will eventually reinvent the whole the whole financial plumbing around the world. It's a phenomenal tool, but it is still we're still only at the beginning. And you can see, look at these falls here. These were like ridiculous falls. It's I didn't really look at this with too much, but let's pull up a measuring tool just for fun of what was it to tip to 20%, and here 24%. Interesting, right? These are like 20% drops in a short period of time. Interesting. Something to think about. So, great tool. Thank you for sharing this tool, and check out the other ones. Maybe they're interesting as well. I haven't. I'm pretty happy with this one. It kind of gives you a quick indicator of what side of the market you're on a higher time frame. Don't use this on a lower time frame. I wouldn't, but that just tells you where you should be. And you can tell here, right? We can clearly see by the size of the bull legs that this was definitely a bear leg, right? Bear market leg here. But it's changing. This is the biggest bull leg that we've had since the past couple of days. So it's just telling you that something has shifted. Or we're going to go up here. I think we're probably going to start consolidating just because of all the pain and the blood that has been shed here, and the bad mouthing. People are not going to start throwing their money at Bitcoin just now. It will eventually, because it makes sense as it's the best tool out there, best financial tool out there. So it will go back up, I have no doubt, but it will take time. A lot of money too went into DeFis, went into these side projects. There's not infinite amount of money. People are not going to start throwing money like nuts, like crazy at Bitcoin just yet. It will go as people wake up to it, but we'll have to give it time. And a tool like the SuperTrend indicator is a great tool to make sure to see where you are historically, to see how the bull legs compares to the bear legs, and be cautious, right? Just not be overly trading the opposite side of this, because you will get dinged. So before I end, please give the video some thumbs up. That is critical. It's important for the algorithm. It's important for me making more videos. The more views I have, the more more incentive I have to make more videos. So please give the video some thumbs up. It's a way of saying, hey, I like the videos, I like the topics, keep making them. Stay safe out there. Watch out with these markets. Things are looking a little frothy out there, a little volatile out there. The VIX is going up. All that means, be careful.